Welcome back, Crack Crew, to MTG Mana Cracked. This is Bear with your Fresh Pack Friday. We are getting into our Phyrexia All Will Be One set booster, and I've got a very special guest with me tonight. I've got my boyo. He's going to be making an appearance vocally and via his 2 digits. Well, his 10 digits on his two hands. But anyway, so the way this is going to work is I'm going to crack open this box. We're going to split him out. And since he is the younger and, more destined for victory, I'm going to let him choose first on what pack he wants. We're going to go back and forth, and then we'll let him open his packs. We'll see how much he's been paying attention to what his old man's been putting out on the YouTube, and hopefully we can put together something that's going to kick his butt in our next episode. So what we're going to do is each of us is going to keep the uncommons, rares, and mythics that we pull from our packs. Commons are going to be, just general fodder, if you will. But we're going to have to come up with a 60 card deck, if not a 100 card commander deck, if we have enough to make that work. So just wanted to get started here, give you guys a little background on what's going to be happening. And yeah, so without any further ado, guys, we're going to get this thing open. And for the sake of the sensors and whatnot, as you guys can see, we do again have another sealed box here. We've got our code number and everything. Not to avoid or not to upset the sensors, we're gonna switch our camera here real quick while I make a delicate incision with a opening device, if you will. So don't need anybody to get upset about certain things being on screen. So here we go. We've got our edge cut open here. Get this thing nice. They sealed this one pretty good in comparison to some of the other ones I've opened. So that gives me good hopes and warm feelings, I guess. So inside of our box here. Come on now. There we go. We have our Phyrexia card. We'll add that to the collection here with the booster boxes we've opened. And here we go. We got 3 rows of 10 each. So go ahead and pick your first pack there, son. Going off the middle, okay. I will set mine here within camera range so that way we don't get them mixed up. All right. Left has always treated me pretty decent, so do a couple here off the left just to see what we can get into. Now, do you have any rhyme or reason on what your pack picking method is here?
Nope, just feeling it.
Just feeling it. That's what she said.
That's what you wish.
Good deal, loose wheel. All right, so I'd say we're probably about the halfway point.
I've got 8.
8 and 8, 16. So, yep. So I'm just past the halfway point.
Steal all your lefties.
Oh.
This is the first left I've took.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then, I guess I should probably start changing up my method here.
Maybe.
So I know you like the Phyrexia set. Is there any particular reason why you've been drawn to it outside of aggroing your old man's aggression?
Well, that's me saying Meridian.
Oh yeah.
That's your real aggro.
Yeah, I've always been one for that. So
You're not gonna say how it's actually pronounced?
I'm getting there. I was gonna say it's Mirrodin.
Meridian?
Mirrodin.
Meridian.
I'm going to give you away to somebody, probably the Department of the Army. All right, so we've got my packs here. I'm going to set these off to the side here, so that way he can open up his packs and let's see what we get. All right.
Let's do this.
You guys will notice I've got a bit better quality on the camera today. We're running solely off of my my telephono.
Oh. Ichor synthesizer, I believe. Yep, Ichor synthesizer. That's cool. I've got this art card a while ago.
And it's signed.
It is?
Yeah, look at the front.
Oh, it is? I couldn't even tell. I'm going to put that right there. Mountain. And by the way, I separate it differently. I separate it by color instead of common, uncommon, and all the fun stuff. I'm set a line right there. I'm going to move this kind of in the way.
Keep in mind, the commons are just going into the general draw. So if you want to put the commons in that, and then you can keep your uncommons and
I'll put it right there.
perfect.
It's out of the way, not in the way. I'll put the arts right here. Maze's Mantle. Oh, it's a good toxic card.
So what if you're going to read it? Why don't you read it out loud so the entire class can hear?
If something has toxic, it also has flash. If something has toxic, it gains hexproof until end of turn. Gives it a +2/+2. They aren't bad. The art's not bad. Common. Maze Skull Bomb, 1 mana, sack it, draw a card, 3 mana, sack it. Target creature gets a +3/+3 in trample, then you draw a card. Only as a sorcery. Okay. Hunter Maze, enter tap, 2 mana, sack it, draw a card. That's always a good one to start out with. Against all odds, 4 mana, choose one or both.
That way people can see what you're doing here.
Exile target artifact or creature you control, then return it to the battlefield, or return target artifact or creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Is that a common or uncommon?
It's uncommon. Silver.
Lucky dog.
Tiva's Stand. Green and X. Target creature control gets +X/+X and gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. That's a pretty good one, actually. Especially in green where you're going to have a lot of mana. Nahari Sacrifice as an additional cost. Sacrifice an artifact or creature with mana value X. Then it deals X divided as you choose them on any target creatures. That's not bad. Black Belly Rat, that's a classic. 2/2, 2 mana, 1 black, toxic 1, when it dies, proliferate. Quicksilver Fish, that's a 5 mana, 4/3 flying. When it enters, draw a card, then discard. Pestilent Symphonier. Ugh. Siphoner. Words. 2 mana, 1/1 flying, toxic 1. That's not bad. Oh, Norn's Wellspring. Whenever a creature you control dies, scry 1, put an oil counter, remove 2 of them, draw a card. Well, and 1 mana to tap, but yeah. Blade of Shared Souls. I haven't seen that one before. Oh, it's a blue for me. Meridian. I've never seen that before. I've only ever seen red and white. Basically, when it enters, make a 2/2 red rebel creature token, then attach it. Whenever it becomes attached to a creature, for as long as it remains attached to it, you may have that creature become a copy of another target creature you control. Ooh.
So did you just pick up a rare foil there for your foil card?
Yeah, it's gold. Gold foil.
Nice.
Alright. Marika Brutal Gladiator. 2 colorless, red, black, green. Must be blocked.
It's alright. I'll help you out here.
Must be blocked if favorable, as long as it's your turn, indestructible. When it deals damage to a creature, if that creature was dealt excess damage this turn, that creature's controller sacrifices a non-creature, non-land permanent. Ooh, spicy. That's...
And it's a mythic, or is that another rare?
It's hard to tell. It looks to be like a rare. Yeah, it looks gold. Looks like a rare. And I guess I'll put the multicolors right here. Numero dos. Sure. I don't know what the card that is. The Fair Bellicia. Yeah, Basilia? Basilia? Something like that. It's not
Basilica?
bad. Basilica, that's what it is. Words. I'll put that right there. Blue Island. Not bad. I like the full art islands. Oh, it's foil also. Synthesize. Engulfer. Sky Synth. Sky Scythe. Ugh, words. Engulfer. 6 mana, 6/5. Reach trample. Can't be blocked by creature with flying. That's always a nice one. Where's my green? Here's my green. No, another Quicksilver Fish. That's fun. Glistener Seer. When it enters with 3 oil counters, tap it, remove an oil counter, scry. 1 mana, 0/3. It's not bad. Transplant Theorist. 4 mana, 2/4. When it or another artifact enters under your control, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. 2 mana, put target card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. That's pretty good, especially if you're playing a mill deck, like a black and blue mill deck. I was actually planning on building one of those relatively soon, so that'll help. Serum Snare, 2 mana, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If it mana value 3 or less, proliferate. Font of... Ooh, I haven't seen this one. Font of Progress, it's 1 blue, enters with 2 oil, 3 mana, tap it. They mill X cards where X is number of oil counters on it. Oh. Also gonna put that in the mill deck. Oh, that's a cool art. Sinew Dancer. Sinew. What? Nah. 1 white, 1/1, 4 mana, tap target creature, 1 mana. Oh, tap it if it has 3 or more poison counters. That's not bad actually. If they have 3 or more poison counters. If they don't, then kind of ass. But, you know. 1 green, 1 colors, 3/1, toxic 2. That's not bad. It's a good blocker. Ooh, Melora, the Living Cure. 1 white, 1 green. If you would get 1 or more poison counters, instead you get 1 poison counter, and you can't get additional poison counters this turn, exile it, choose another target creature or artifact. When it's put into a graveyard this turn, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Oh. I was expecting more. Cool art, though. The Filigree Silex. Tap it, put an oil counter on it. It's 2 colors. Tap it, sack it, destroy each non-land permanent with a mana value equal to the number of oil counters. Tap it, remove 10 oil counters from among permanents you control, and sacrifice it. It deals 10 damage to any target. That's not bad. That's a good thing to have. Start the game with. Zealot's Conviction, 1 mana, flash, enchantment. Enchant creature gets 1/1. As long as they have 3 or more poison counters, they get an additional 1/0 and first strike. 3 mana, Phyrexian Altar, sacrifice a creature, add 1 mana of any color. Oh, that's ulterior. Oh, that's from Aether Drift, I believe. That's what that card's from. That's what the symbol is. I believe it's Aether Drift.
No, that's not Aether Drift. Aether Drift is a checkered flag.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. And I don't know what this is from. Bingo. It's not bad, though.
All right, hang tight before you open that. We're going to do a little adjustment here to help you with... All right, you're good.
All right. I'm going to open this then. Another art card. Mandre Glory Dominus. That's pretty cool. Mountain. Chimney Rabble, 4 mana, 3/3 haste. When it enters, create a 1/1 Phyrexian Goblin. It's not bad. Cutthroat Centurion, 3 mana, 1 black. Sacrifice another artifact creature. Gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. Ooh. 4 mana, 1 black, 4/1 when it dies. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them in your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Ooh, that's not bad for the deck I'm going to build. 2 mana, 1 white. Whenever it or another artifact enters under your control, the target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains vigilance until end of turn. That's not bad. Oh. 4 mana, 1 white, 1 blue, flying. Its power is equal to the number of artifacts you control, so it's *5. Atraxa Skitterfang, 3 mana, 2/2, enters with 3 oil counters. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may remove an oil counter from it. When you do, target creature you control gains your choice of flying, vigilance, death touch, or lifelink until end of turn. That's actually not that bad. Quicksilver Fish, we've seen this, but the art's pretty cool.
Is that an alternate art?
Yeah.
The one we've seen before?
I don't know if we've seen the alternate art
Or
before.
it's the full art?
It's not a full art, it's an alternate art, but the full art's not bad.
Well, it looks like a full. They're borderless. That's what they call it, I think.
It's got borders. What do you mean?
Oh, the border. This one here, the borderless. It means not that it doesn't have an outside border, just it's not confined.
I guess
to
that's true,
the box.
Yeah, it's not full art, alternative art, whatever.
Yeah. Same.
Pretty much, yeah. Rustvine Cultivator. 1 mana, 1/2 green. Tap it, put an oil counter. Tap it, remove an oil counter. Untap target land. That's a good start card. 2/1, 2 colorless. Toxic 1, mirror convert. Tap it, pay 2 life, add 1 mana of any color. I was actually looking to get that card. 1 black X. Up to 1 target creature gets -X until end of turn. If X is 5 or more, return a creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I'm going to be taking that. 1/1 white blue, 1 colorless. Malcator, Purity Overseer. Phyrexian Elephant Wizard. Never seen that before. When it enters, create a 3/3 colorless Phyrexian Golem artifact creature token. At the beginning of your end step, if 3 or more artifacts enter the battlefield under your control this turn, create another 3/3 colorless Phyrexian Golem. Not bad. Those are your artifact colors. Urza's Factory, tap it, add colorless. 7 mana, tap it, create a 2/2 colorless assembly worker artifact creature token. This could be paired with this pretty good. Later on, at least. When you actually have the mana for it. Sure. Ooh. Why does this look familiar? What card is that? Tekuthal and Query Dominus. That looks familiar. Mayor. Interesting. Art card. Another Island. Oh, I remember this one. 5 mana, 4 Meridian. Mirin Bardici. Equipped creature gets +2, +1, and vigilance, and it's a 4 mana equipped cost. I'd have put this in a deck if it had equipped costs are 0. 3 mana, 3/2, ward 2, cat rebel. As long as it's equipped, gets 1/1. That's pretty standard. 4 mana, bull shock splitter for Meridian. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. It's a 3 mana equipped cost. 2 mana, 1 white, 3/1, enters battlefield with an oil counter on it. 1 colorless, remove an oil counter, it gains indestructible until end of turn. That's pretty good. Especially because it doesn't have it tapped. Jawbone Duelist, 2 mana, 1/1, Toxic 1, Double Strike. That's going to get added to my Toxic deck later. Porcelain Zealot, 4 mana, 2/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If it has Toxic, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Quicksilver Fish, the alternative art. Seen that. Sawblade Scamp, 1/1, 1 mana. Haste, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it. Tap 1, remove an oil counter, does 1 damage to each opponent. That's not bad in Commander. 4 mana, 2 green, 4/4, toxic 3, venomous brutalizer. When it enters, you may pay 2, 1 green, 1 colorless. If you do, proliferate. I have this in a toxic deck. It's pretty good if I ever see it. Dark Slick Shores. Oh, that's cool. Dual land. Tap unless you control 2 or fewer lands. Blue and black. I'm probably gonna put that. Oh, I finally found a land that's not that's actually blue and black, other than the one I've always had.
Oh?
Yeah, this is the first black and blue land I've ever seen that's like this color, other than the other one that I have.
Oh, that's nice. That's a rare as well.
It is indeed. It's gold border.
Nice.
The art's pretty cool. I'm gonna be taking that, by the way. Vanish into Eternity, 3 mana, costs 3 colorless, more to cast if it targets a creature, exile target, non-land permanent. Yeah, I wouldn't use that. Oh, Phyrexian Might. Token. That's always nice. I could use a lot of those. So far, I've found quite a lot of cards I'm going to be stealing from you.
We'll see.
If I can open this pack.
I was gonna say, who taught you how to open packs? Sure as hell wasn't me, apparently.
You open it by the middle. And if that doesn't work, you make a little slit in the middle, and then, yeah. Oh, shut up. This one. I have this card. I cannot remember the name. Atmosphere Surgeon, that's what it was. Actually, I recognize this dude. Maybe it's a different card, but I don't know. Could be. A Swamp. Oh, full art. That's cool. Mirror Kinsmith, 4 mana, 3/1. When it enters, search for a mirror card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. That's pretty good, actually. I like mirrors. They're cool. Oh, another Duelist of Deep Faith, Toxic 1, has first strike. Zealot's Conviction, another enchant creature, +1/+1, +1/+0, first strike if it has Toxic. Swooping Lookout, 1 mana, 1/2, Flying Vigilance. That's actually pretty good, in my opinion. Infested Flesh Cutter, 2 mana, equipped creature gets +2/+0. Whenever it attacks, create a 1/1 might. Yeah, I'm going to be taking that one from you if it doesn't. Oh, yeah. It's a common. I'm going to be stealing that one from you. 5 mana, Plated Onslaught, affinity for artifacts. Means 1 less to cast for each artifact you control. Creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. Oh, another Mirror Convert with an alt art. That's pretty cool. Malakator's Watcher, 2 mana, 1/1, Flying Vigilance. When it dies, draw a card. It's a drone. Where's my blue? There it is. Anoint with Affliction, 1 mana, 1 black. Exile target creature if it has mana value 3 or less. Just exile it if its controller has 3 or more poison counters. So the restriction gets taken off. That's cool. Oh, and land. Seed Core. Land. A sphere. Tap 1, add colorless. Tap it, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast Phyrexian creature spells. Tap it. Target 1/1 creature gets +2/+1 until end of turn. Activate only if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters. This is directly going with mites. That's pretty cool. I'm also probably going to take that one. Oh, Slaughter Singer. This is in my Toxic deck. 1 white, 1 green, Toxic 2. Whenever another creature with Toxic attacks, it gets 1/1 until end of turn. +1/+1. That's 2/2.
And that's your rare foil.
It is indeed. Oh, it's a Phyrexian Germ. Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never seen a Phyrexian Germ. It kind of looks like a Birds of Paradise ripoff. Atari Sun's Glory. That sounds like it'd be a Paradise ripoff. Art's pretty cool, though. Oh, that's the first Island full art I've ever seen. Phyrexia land, at least. Usually it's just... I've seen Swamp, Plains, Mountain. That's it. Oh, no, and Forest. This is the first Island that I've seen. That's Phyrexian land. It's pretty cool. Oh, Charge the Mites. 3 mana, choose 1, deals damage equal to a number of creatures you control. equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalkers, or you create 2 1/1s. 2 1/1 Phyrexian colorless might tokens, I should specify. Crawling Chorus, 1/1 Toxic 1 mana. When it dies, make a 1/1 Phyrexian might. Shrapnel Slinger, 2 mana, 2/2. When it enters battlefield, you may sack a creature. When you do, destroy target artifact or destroy target artifact and opponent controls. Usually, stuff like that has artifact or enchantment. I guess it's red. That makes more sense. Cards getting out of control here. Another Plated Onslaught. Know what that does. Infested Flush Cutter. I'm gonna add this to my Magic decks, actually. Fun fact, I'm building a black, white, green commander. So a lot of these cards are actually really gonna go in it because of how well they work. Oh, Ambulatory Edifice. When it enters battlefield, you may pay 2 life. When you do, target creature gets -1/-1 until the turn. That's okay. Ooh, 2 alt arts in a row. I've never seen that before. And they're basically just the opposite of each other as well, it looks like. Yeah, not really. I'm just talking to myself right there. Anyway, 1 mana, 1/1, Saw Blade, Scamp, Haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on Saw Blade, Scamp, tap it, remove an oil counter, 1 damage to each. I'm pretty sure we have already seen that before. But it's an alt art. That's pretty cool. Thumbing Bird. I remember this one. It's a 1/1 flying. When it deals combat damage to a player, proliferate. That is actually a pretty good card. And the art's not bad either. Fleshless Gladiator. 2/2, 2 mana, 3 mana. Return it from the graveyard to the battlefield tap. You lose 1 life. Activate only if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters. Yeah. For a lot of Phyrexia, that's the turn off, is if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters. Ooh, Mercurial Spelldancer. I have this one in a red-blue deck of mine. 2 mana, 2/1, can't be blocked. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may remove 2 oil counters from it. If you do, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. This is actually a really good card. The schizo went off for a sec. Gotta get some OCD. Hexgold Halberd. For Meridian, make it 2/2, 2 mana. As long as it's your turn, equip creature has first strike and trample. I might add that to my one equipment deck. So far, white seems to be the dominant color in this scenario. Oh, funny. Gaia's Revenge, 7 mana, 8/5, can't be countered. Haste, can't be the target of non-green spells or abilities from non-green sources. That's pretty cool. Not a lot of green. I'm noticing green's probably the least used, if I had to take a guess. But, alright. Oh, well, we got a token at the end. This card, what's the name of it? Vivisection Evangelist. Sounds like Evangelion. Yeah, whatever. Art's pretty cool. Sorry, guys. Put my arms a little forward there. Oh, full art planes. I prefer these ones, personally. Like, these kind of lands are cool, but these lands I really like. Oh, dude, look at that. Cool. That's so cool. But yeah, full art planes. Gitaxian Anatomist. 4 mana, 2/5. When it enters, you may tap it. If you do, proliferate. That's pretty good. Gitaxian Raptor. Flying, enters with 3 oil counters. Remove it. An oil counter gets +1, +1, -1 until end of turn. It's not bad. 2 mana, 1/3 with reach. Ooh, Phyrexian Spider. First time seeing one of those. Tap. 2 mana. Sack it. Proliferate. Ooh, that's a good one. Another Venomous Brutalizer. Yoink. Paladin of Predation. I like this card. 7 mana, 6/7. Toxic 6. Give it double strike. Game over. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. And then just make it unblockable. There's plenty of things to do it. That's an instant game over. Noxious Assault, that's pretty good. 5 mana, creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Whenever a creature blocks this turn, its controller gets a poison counter. I've actually beaten a friend of mine using this card because I had 5 things with Toxic and he had 3 blockers and he was at like Toxic 6. I used this. He lost, obviously, because everything has Toxic. Urabrask's Anointer, 4 mana, 4/2. When it enters battlefield, does X damage to any target where X is the number of permanents you control with oil counters on them. Fun fact, I have Urabrask's Forge. Really good card for a red-white with a goblin subsection. Love it. Oh, Bonepicker Scourge. That's a classic. 3 mana, 2/2, flying. Has death touch and lifelink as long as an opponent has 3 or more poison counters. That seems to be the trend. Oh, Stinging Hive Master. 3 mana, 3/2, toxic 1. When it dies, make a 1/1 colorless might. So original, so original. Ooh, I haven't seen this one before. 7 mana, 4/4. Costs 3 less to cast if you have 9 or more cards in your graveyard. Flying, when it enters the battlefield, exile 3 cards at random from your graveyard. Choose a non-creature, non-land card from among them and copy it. You may cast a copy without paying its mana cost. Oh, that's pretty cool. Never seen that before. Sawblade Scamp, seen that before. And a Phyrexian Goblin. Alright. It's always nice getting tokens. My friend once told me they're rare, but I get them like all the time whenever I open packs. It wants to go. I can feel it. Oh god, I know what this card is. I've had another Island. I know what this card is. Fucking hell. Sorry. What was it? I can't remember. The Surgical Bay. That's what it was. I swear I've seen this card somewhere before. Another Island alternate art. I like these arts. These are my favorite arts. I know I've said it before, but I am surprised we have not gotten any other ones other than Island, because I got a lot of plains and forests. Vanish into Eternity. We know what this one does. Exiling. Phyrexian Atlas. I like this one. This is a really good commander card. Add one, tap it, add 1 mana. It's 3 colorless. When it becomes tapped, each opponent has 3 or more poison counters, loses 1 life. That's a good one. Mere Custodian. When it enters battlefield, you may scry 2. Then each opponent may scry 1. This is a good the group hug card, which, if you don't know, that means that you make it seem like you're not doing anything or you're helping everyone, and then people won't target you for stuff. It's a really good way to win. I plan on making a group suicide deck. So basically, I'm making a mill deck, but everybody mills. Oh, I'm gonna be hated quickly. 1 mana, 0/1 trample, +1/+0 for each oil counter on it. When it enters the battlefield, and whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on him. Ooh, that's kind of really good in my opinion. Cacophony Scamp. Whenever 1 mana, 1/1, when it deals damage to a player, you may sack it. If you do proliferate, when it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Gleeful Demolition, 1 mana, destroy a target artifact. If you controlled that artifact, create 3 1/1 red Phyrexian Goblin creature tokens. This would be good in Commander, because more often than not, 2 people are going to have a Soul Ring, or they're going to have a Mind Stone, or something of that, like a Rakdos Signet if 2 people are playing black and red. Sinew Dancer, Sinew, whatever. 1 white, 1/1. Oh, we've already seen that. It's just an alt art. Actually, didn't we get this art?
Yep, you got that one earlier.
I thought so. 7 mana, 7/5. Finny would be with 4 equipment. Words. Trample. That's not bad enough. Equipment deck. Sky Hunter Strike Force. 3 mana, 2/2. Flying. Melee. Well, I've never seen that before. When it attacks, it gets +1/+1 until turn for each opponent you attack this combat. As long as you control your commander and other creatures you control have melee. That's actually a pretty good commander card. I've never seen it before, but it's pretty good. Phyrexian Arena. Oh, this one's a fun one. 3 mana, 2 black. At the beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card, lose a life. Not even a may. You just do. The Phyrexia enters battlefield tapped. Tap it for a white. Oh, 2 mana, tap it, draw a card. That's pretty cool. I've never seen one of those.
Pretty sure you drew one of those earlier.
No, I got a green one.
Ah.
I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, before I do that. This is an older one. 1996. Damn. 4 mana, 1 white, 2/2. Banding flying. I don't know what banding does. Summon Griffin. Turimco Griffin. That's a weird name. Okay, I'm gonna check if I did get one of those. I believe it was a green one. Yep, I got the Hunter Maze, which is basically just the green adaptation because they both do the same thing.
No, I'm talking about the card itself, the Basilica.
Oh yeah, no, we got a Basilica. I don't know what color it was. It might have been white. Not 100% sure. Oh, I know what this one does. I believe this card gives them flying. It's an artifact. Bladehold War Whip. Okay, it does not give them flying. Oh, Mountain. That's fun. Full art. Surgical Skull Bomb. Never seen that before. Yeah, because the other one was Skullport. 1 colorless, 1 mana, sack it, draw a card. Oh, it's the blue version. 3 mana, 1 blue, sack it, return target creature to its owner's hand, draw a card. Activate only as a sorcery. That's not bad. Hey, Surgical Bay. We got the blue version of those other 2 cards. It's also a sphere. Yeah. Enters tapped. Tap it for a blue. 2 mana, sack it, draw a card. Ooh, 5 mana, draw 3 cards, proliferate. Vivisurgeon's Insight. Reject Imperfection. This one's pretty good. 3 mana, counter spell. If its mana value is 3 or less, proliferate. Prosthetic Injector. 1 mana, equipped creature gets +1, +0, +2, and has Toxic 1 with an equipped 1. That's pretty cool. I've never actually seen an equipment that gives Toxic 1 before. I'm going to be taking that. Atmosphere Surgeon. We've already seen this guy. Oh, that's the art card. Yeah, we got earlier. Rustvine Cultivator. Already seen this person, but we got an alt art, so that's pretty cool. Charge of the Mites. Seen it. We just saw this Vivisurgeon's Insight. It's not a bad card. I would probably use it in a blue deck if I was using any. Actually, I'll probably put this in my black-blue mill deck. It helps push myself into the graveyard. Ooh, gain life. 2 white, 1 X. You gain X life. Create X 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block. If X is 5 or more, destroy all of their creatures. Whoo! Board white. That's pretty sick. Green white. This is gonna go crazy because you're definitely gonna have the land for it. Ossification. 2 mana, enchant basic land you control. When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature or opponent. Creature or planeswalker, not opponent. An opponent controls until it leaves battlefield. I've never seen one that goes on a land before. That's pretty rare. I mean, not rare, but interesting, I should say. And then a Phyrexian Beast, 3/3 Toxic 1. We got a couple of these. So far, I have seen a lot of cards that I want to go in decks of mine, which is awesome because I have all my Magic cards with me. I wonder what we got at the end, guys. Land. Maybe not land. Swamp. I've never seen an art card that's a swamp before. That's pretty cool. Forest. Full art. I've got a couple of these. Mesmerizing Doze. 3 mana, 2 blue. Enchant creature. When it enters, tap enchanted creature, then proliferate. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. That's pretty good. Ichor Synthesizer, or Ichor, whatever you want to say. We've seen it. Volt Charge. 3 mana. Does 3 damage to any target. Proliferate. Distorted Curiosity. 1 blue, 2 colorless. Corrupted. Costs 2 colorless, less to cast. If an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, draw 2 cards. Annex Sentry to 1/4 with 3 mana, 1 white, toxic 1. When it enters the battlefield, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or less until it leaves the battlefield. This is pretty good. I have it in a couple of decks of mine. In my toxic deck. Bladed Ambassador. I believe we've already seen this one, but with an alt art. So Blade Scamp, we've seen that one. We've seen that art too. Necrogen Rot Priest. I actually wanted to build a commander deck around this guy, but then I looked at not a legendary. 1/5, Toxic 2. Whenever a creature you control with Toxic deals combat damage to a player, that player gets an additional poison counter. Really good support card. And then for 3 mana, target creature you control with Toxic gains Death Touch until end of turn. That's like a game winner right there. Especially if you have a ton of land. Give like 5 things with Toxic Death Touch. Oh. Flensing Raptor, 3 mana, 2/2, flying, Toxic 1. When it enters the battlefield, another target creature you control with Toxic gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. I've actually killed a friend of mine with this card because I gave something with a lot of Toxic. Ooh, Jorkadine, first Gold Warden, 2 mana, 1 white, 1 red, legendary creature, human rebel, trample, 2/2. When this guy attacks, it gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of equipped creatures you control. Then, if its power is 4 or greater, draw a card. Might build a commander deck around this dude. I don't know. And another Necrogen Rot Priest. Phyrexian. Oh, an alternative Phyrexian Might. That's pretty cool. I've never seen one of these. I've seen the other one where they're like standing on 2 legs and they're gray and they're colorless. That one looks like it would be green or black, honestly. Alright. Wonder what we got. That's cool. Thrill of Possibility. Maybe we'll find it in here. Cool art card. Swamp. Full art. That's pretty cool. Rustifying Cultivator. Oh, we've already seen him. Adaptive Spore Singer. I don't think we've seen this one. 3 mana, 2/2, Vigilance. Enters battlefield, choose 1. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains Vigilance until end of turn or Proliferate. Proliferating is always fun. Forge Hammer Centurion. I believe we have not seen this one. 3 mana, 1 red. Whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on him. When it attacks, you may remove 2 oil counters from it. When you do, target creature can't block this turn. That's pretty good. Because it just kind of happens. You don't really have to you don't have to tap it. You don't have to pay mana for it. It just kind of happens. Furnace Punisher, 3 mana, 3/3 menace. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, it deals 2 damage to that player unless they control 2 or more basic lands. Not that good of a card, I'm going to be honest. Because you're obviously going to have 2 or more basic lands. The only way you don't is if you have serious bad luck. Minor Misstep, 1 mana. Counter target spell with mana value of 1 or less. This is just mean. In a commander game, imagine doing this against someone with a soul ring. Ooh, you're going to get targeted that entire game. Shieldred's Edicts. Oh, Shieldred. I have a Shieldred's Apocalypse. That's pretty cool. 1 red, 1 not red, black. My bad. 1 black, 1 colorless. Choose 1. Each opponent sacks a non-token creature, sacrifices a creature token, or each opponent sacrifices a Planewalker. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna take this one. Evil laughter. Blightbelly Rat. Seen it. Meld Web Curator. That's a pretty good one. 3/4. When it enters battlefield, put up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library. I'm going to put that in my mill deck. Cruel Grimnarch. Death Touch, 5/5, 6 mana. Enters battlefield for each opponent. Each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, gain 4 life. That's a pretty good one. Nissa. Oh, it's the first I've seen this. Nissa. Ascended Animist. 3 colorless, 2 green, and 2 Phyrexia mana, which means you can complete it. It means it can either be paid with life or mana. +1, create an XX green Phyrexian horror creature token where X is Nissa Ascended Animist's loyalty. -1, destroy target artifact or enchantment. -7, until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 for each force you control and gain trample. That's sick. This is definitely going in a deck of mine.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Of course. You want to steal more cards?
I do. and it's a mythic, so you might get some money out of it. Mere Kinsmith, I believe we've seen this one already. And a poison counter. That's pretty cool.
You got plenty of those. Maybe not from your draws today, but you got plenty of those.
I need more. I don't even have 10. I only have like 5. But yeah, I got Planeswalker. It's Nissa.
Nice.
It's a mythic. And it's really good. I plan on using it in a deck if it's under like $50.
Dang.
Yeah.
And trample.
And with a ton of proliferate, that's going to go crazy. Don't worry, guys. You're almost done with me. The pro's almost here. I've only got this one and 3 more.
You're doing good.
Says the dude that was just sleeping.
Yeah, well. My day's been catching up to me.
Ooh, an art card. That's pretty cool. It is slightly bent. I don't like that. Looks familiar. Necrogen Communion. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Phyrexian Land Forest. I like these. Contagious Vorak. Phyrexian Boarbeast, 3/3 mana. When it enters battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a land card from among them and put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't put a card into your hand this way, proliferate. Yoink. 3 mana, 3/4 Plague Nurse. That's a good one. Toxic 2, 3 mana. Each other toxic creature you control with Toxic gains Toxic 1 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. Dune Mover, 2 mana, 2/1, Toxic 1, enters battlefield. You may search your library for base land card, reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. I am definitely going to be using that. Scheming Aspirant, 2 mana, 1/3. Whenever you proliferate, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. I'm also going to be using that one. A lot of good cards in this set. Tainted Overseer, Observer, my bad. 1 green, 1 blue, 1 colorless, 2/3 flying, Toxic 1. Whenever another creature enters battlefield under your control, you may pay 2 colorless if you do proliferate. 2/1 white, not white, blue, black, flying, Toxic 1. And when you proliferate, return this Voidwing hybrid from your graveyard to your hand. That's not bad. Rustvine Cultivator, we've seen him. Nice art, cool. Sawblade Scamp, seen him. Complete Devotion. Is that how you spell complete? I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell complete.
Yeah, I guess. I
don't know.
Complete?
It could be. 2 mana, target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it has Toxic, draw a card. Oh, it's this dude. I have this dude. Kaya, Intangible Slayer. 7 mana, 2 black, 2 white, 3 colorless. Has hexproof. That's nice. +2. Each opponent loses 3 life. You gain 3 life. 0. You draw 2 cards. Then each opponent may scry 1. -3. Exile target creature or enchantment. If it wasn't an aura, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 white spirit creature with flying in addition to its other types. That's pretty cool. That is in one of my life gain stuff. Necrogen Communion. Oh, this is the art card we just got. Enchant creature you control. Enchant creature has Toxic 2. When it dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control. I'm going to be using that. And another Phyrexian Might. Cool.
Three packs left. How do you feel so far?
Seems like I'm going to be taking a lot of your cards.
So you're happy with what you've drawn so far?
Yeah. Or Green Sun's Twilight. It's another full art is land. Predation Steward, 2 mana, 2/2, enters with 2 oil counters, 3 mana, tap it, remove an oil counter. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, activate only as a sorcery. Ruthless Predation, 2 mana, target creature you control gets +1/+2 until end of turn. It fights target creature you don't control. Oh, in the Hunter Maze. That's the land that we got. That's pretty cool. Saw him, saw Blade Scamp, Urabrask's Anointer. We saw him, but he had a different art. Magmatic Sprinter, 3 mana, 3/2, haste. When it enters, put 2 oil counters on target artifact or creature you control. At the beginning of your end step, return Magmatic Sprinter to its owner's hand unless you remove 2 oil counters from it. That's pretty cool. Char Forger, 1 black, 1 red, 1 colorless. When it enters battlefield, create a 1/1 red Phyrexian Goblin creature token. Whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on him. Remove 3 oil counters from him. Exile top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Quicksilver Fish, seen him. Basilia Skull Bomb, that's new. 1 mana, tap 1 mana, sack it, draw a card. 3 mana, sack it. Target creature control gets +2/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. Draw a card. Activate only as a sorcery. That's pretty cool. It's an artifact. That's the very other than Skullport Bomb or Skullport Skull Bomb. I think that's what it is. That's the only other Skull Bombs I've ever seen. Nimraiser Paladin, 5 mana, 4/4, toxic 2. When it enters battlefield, return target creature with card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Ooh. I lost my Atraxa Grand Unifier a while back. It's good I just got a new one. 3 colorless, a white, green, blue, and black. Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, Lifelink. It's 7/7. When it enters battlefield, reveal top 10 cards of your library. For each card type, you may put a card of that type from among the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Artifact, battle, creature, enchantment, instant, land, planeswalker, and sorcery are card types. Yoink. Evolving Adaptive, 1 mana, 0/0, enters within oil counter, gets +1/+1 for each oil counter. Whenever another creature enters battlefield under your control, if that creature has greater power or toughness than Evolving Adaptive, put an oil counter on him. That's pretty cool, especially with a lot of proliferate. 2/2, 2 mana, activated abilities of artifacts can't be activated. This is awful. I would hate this card. I would target a person just because of that card. Even if it dies, I'd still target them. Because they knew what they were doing if they play that card. They basically are just asking for them to get targeted. That is disturbing, but cool. Kato. That Kato Dancing Shadow? Huh. I have some alternative art planeswalkers, but okay. That's one way to look. Forest, alt art, pretty cool. Gold Warden's Helm, 3 mana, 1 white, Fur Meridian. Creature gets +0/+1, and it's a 2 equip cost. Ethical Slash, 1 mana, deals 2 damage to our creature. If creature has Toxic, deals 4 damage to that creature instead. Terramorphic Expanse, tap it, search for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Armored Scrap Gorger, 2 mana, 0/3. Gets +3/+0 as long as it has 3 or more oil counters on it. Tap it, add 1 mana of any color. Whenever it becomes tapped, exile target card from a graveyard and put an oil counter on. That's actually a pretty good card, especially you get early round. Necrosquito, 4 mana, 0/0. Enters the battlefield flying, enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters, gets +1/+1 for each oil counter on it. Whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on Necrosquito. This is literally just the alternative version of Armored Scrap Gorger. And I think I like seeing stuff like that. Ribskiff, 4 mana, 4/4, toxic 2. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Crew 3. I'm going to be taking this from you, Pop. I was actually looking to buy that card, but since I just pulled it, no need. Necrogen Rot Priest, we've seen this guy. Mirkin Smith, he ain't new. Ichor Synthesizer, also not new. This guy is new though. 1 green, 1 blue, Phyrexian Elf Warrior. 3/3, enters battlefield. You may pay 3 mana if you do proliferate twice. Whenever you proliferate, draw a card. Pretty cool. I wouldn't pick him as a commander, though, honestly. Aspirant's Ascent. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains flying and toxic 1. It's a blue. That's pretty good. And then a Phyrexian Might. Last pack. And then I can go eat something. This card's familiar, but I can't know why. Red Sun's Twilight. That's a pretty cool art card. Full art planes, that's always nice to see. Infectious Inquiry, 3 mana, 1 black. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Each opponent gets a poison counter. This is a good commander card. Blightbelly Rat, we've seen him. Pestilent Siphoner, we've seen him. Siphoner, seen him. Trawler Drake, 3 mana, 0/0, enters battlefield with an oil counter on it. Gets +1/+1 for each oil counter on it. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on him. That's the blue version of this dude and the Necrosquito. Watchful Blisterzoa, 6 mana, 4/4 flying, enters with an oil counter on it. When it dies, draw cards equal to the number of oil counters on it. Unnatural Restoration, 1 green, 1 colorless, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, then proliferate. Clanker Bloom, this is a good one. 2 mana, 3/2, 1 mana, sack it, choose one. Destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, or proliferate. Prophetic Prism, 2 colorless, enters battlefield, draw a card. Tap 1 mana, tap it, add 1 mana of any color. Another Unnatural Restoration. Geth, Thane of Contracts, 3 mana, 2 black, 3/4. All other creatures you control get -1/-1. 3 mana, 2 black. Tap it. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains. If this creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. Activate only as a sorcery. This is one of those cards you want to give to your opponents. Sawblade Scamp, we've seen him, and a Rebel token. First Rebel token we've seen. And before Pop takes over, I'm going to take my fill.
No, you gotta. You do that after I draw my cards. We're gonna put these all together and let you go through it here in a little bit. Go get something to eat.
Fine.
And I will take over for you, young man.
Whatever you say.
All right. So we're gonna get his cards all gathered up here. And I'll even be nice and separate them. Since he didn't want to segregate out any of the commons and whatnot, we'll just let him go through the standard stuff here and put together his deck first. But I am keeping my mythics and rares and uncommons, as that was the intended game plan. Now, I do know that he's not as big a fan of the art cards as I am, so I will be taking his art cards. And I will put the lands up here, as well as the tokens. But I'm going to put his land with his draws. For the time being, we're going to set these off to the side, because we're going to see which side actually garnered more income on this. But again, so hopefully you guys had a decent time with my son getting to do his intro into the world of televised or semi-televised Magic pack openings. So we'll just get started here and see where we fall. All right. This guy here is Expand the Sphere. There's Basic Forest. Meldweb Strider. Titanic Growth. That guy's been around for some time. Lattice Blade Manus. Nimrazor Paladin. Drowning Ichor. Serum Core Chimera. Quicksilver Fisher. I think that guy's common. He looks it. Or they might just be discolored because of the fact that, I don't know. Nahiri Sacrifice. That's another common. Here we go. Phyrexian Vindicator. Phyrexian Horror. 5/5. It's going to be a mythic as our first rare drawn for only 4 white. Not bad. And we got another rare here. Mind Splice Apparatus Artifact. And our foil is going to be Timeo's Immobilizer, which is an uncommon. And our final card, Womp. Just a filler. Garbage. All right. Let's see what we got next. You guys notice I go a little bit faster. I'm not going to read every card to you. I think my son did a pretty good job of that on the last one here. Mildweb Curator. All right, got ourselves a Foil Mountain. Cruel Grimnark. Dross. Oops. Cards going everywhere. Dross Skullbomb. Nice little artifact. The Dross Pits. Enters the battlefield tapped. Sack it. Draw another card. Ichorplate Golem. That'll be a Phyrexian Golem. Cinder / Ravager. We know that one's been through quite a few times. Evolving Adaptive. Light Belly Rat. I think that guy's a common. Zealot's Conviction. I know that guy's a common. And our rares, Dark Slake Shores. Dark Slake Shores enters battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer other lands. All right. Yeah. Ooh, Phyrexian Obliterator. Whenever a source deals damage to Phyrexian Obliterator, that source exacts. Ooh, that's a good one. We won't tell them we got that one. Noxious Assault is for our foil. And we got a Phyrexian Might for a token card. Not bad. 2 for 2 on mythics on these set packs. Not a bad way to start. All right. And we've got Via Ivor, Bane of Bladehold. Nifty little art card there. Got another island. Prophetic Prism. Oil Gorger Troll. Axiom Engraver. Canker Bloom. Necrogen Communion. Necrogen Rot Priest. And Urbarask's Anointer. Necrogen Rot Priest. So we got 2 of those in the same pack. Okay. And our rare is going to be a Mirage Mockery. Followed by Vindictive Flame Stoker. And another rare. Ooh. We got a rare foiled land. Copperline Gorge. And the Hollow Sentinel. I think that's the first time I've seen the Hollow Sentinel token. So that's pretty cool. Might not be a mythic, but I'll take a rare foil for bonus rare. How's that sound, huh? All right. And this one here, Maze's Mantle. Pretty cool art card there. Another forest. The Autonomous Furnace. Going to be another land. Furnace Strider. Hazardous Blast. Resistance Reunited. Rebel Salvo. Bladehold War Whip for Mirrodin. Nope, double strike, not flying. So now we know which one Jude had. Mirror Convert. That guy's going to be an uncommon. Mandible Judicer. Resistance Reunited. And our rare. Glissus Sunslayer. Phyrexian Zombie Elf. First strike, Death Touch. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you can draw a card and lose 1 life, destroy target enchantment, or remove up to 3 counters from target permanent. Wow, that's a good one. And our foil is Whisper of the Dross and a Phyrexian Goblin. You know, I just realized what I haven't been doing. I haven't been putting my foils together, so let's go through and do that real quick before we get too much deep into this. That's where my boy got me all mixed up, just hit with his separation of everything. There we go. There's another foil. And then we can segregate these later. Another foil. I think that's it. I don't think I'm too far deep. Well, maybe I got some bonus foils in this. Might as well go through everything, I guess, huh, guys? Okay, there we go. That's all of them. Now we got a foil pile. There we go. Make life easy on us. All right. Ooh, we got ourselves a mini game. Dominarios. Interesting. All right. And our art card is Luca, Bound to Ruin. Look at that. We got ourselves a Phyrexian foil basic land card. We'll stick that down here with our foils. Fleshless Gladiator. Bone Picker Scourge. Incisor Glider. Feed the Infection. Here we go. You draw 3 cards and you lose 3 life. Viral Spawning. Expand the Sphere. Sinew Dancer. The Fair Basilica. Troller Drake. And our rare, the Mycosynth Gardens. Okay. Ooh. Look at that. Nahiri the Unforgiving. Mythic Red White Planeswalker. Until your next turn, up to 1 target creature attacks a player. Each combat, if able. Discard a card, then draw a card. Exile target creature or equipment card with mana value less than Nahiri's loyalty from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it. That token gains haste. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. That one could be pretty nasty, guys. Pretty stoked about that one. All right. I think there's a method to the madness here on my left, right, center picks. Granted, I really didn't have much of anything going on with it, but hey, we'll say I did. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it is a vertical art card. This is the Phyrexian Vindicator. So we've seen that guy out. There's a copy of the Phyrexian Basic White that we had earlier. Oops, my bad. Wait a minute. Okay, yep. These are lands. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. Got a little backwards from my normal setup here. All right. Koldotha Hackler. Furnace Skullbomb. Blazing Crescendo. Tamio's Logbook. Tamio's Immobilizer. Awaken the Sleeper. Rustvine Cultivator, Bone Picker Scourge, Surgical Skull Bomb, and our rare Bloated Contaminator, Phyrexian Beast. Okay. We got an Ichor Synthesizer for our foil here, and a Phyrexian Mite for a token. Not bad, not bad. Keep on going. Oh, that's a cool art card. Cool Dotha Cackler. We just pulled one of those guys. That's a cool art card there for him. All right, we got ourselves a foiled basic mountain. I'll go into our foil pile here. Thirsting Roots, Carnivorous Canopy, Branch Blight Stalker, Ambulatory Edifice, Myr Convert, Thrumming Bird, Furnace Punisher, Thrill of Possibilities, Lattice Blade Manus, and our rare is going to be a Mythics land, followed by our foil Herbarask's Anointer. It's going to be an uncommon. And, oh, look at that. We get a throwback here. Melria's Keepers. Human Warrior. Can't have counters placed on it. 4/4 for 5. That one could pose interesting. Get rid of my cleanup here. Jade. Jace the Perfect Mind. 15 of 81. Jace Bellerin. Hot dog. All right. We got ourselves a holographic planes, or a foil planes, if you will. Meldweb Curator. Got another one of those guys. Prologue to the Phyrexia. Thrill of Possibilities. Veil of Assimilation. Another Ambulatory Edifice. Cephalopod Sentry. Rustvine Cultivator again. Woolshock Splinter. Tyvar Stand. And our rare Dragonwing Glider. Alright, going to be an artifact equipment. Followed up by our foil Charge of the Mites. And we got a drone for our token. Cool. That's a pretty neat little art token there. So far, I can tell you, I'm pretty happy with these cards, man. There's some pretty decent pulls in this, from what I can tell. And then here is Kato, Dancing Shadow. That's the full color art. All right. Now, got our Phyrexian Swamp. Anoint with Affliction. Oops, I messed up. Hold on. Okay, it goes there. There we go. Experimental Augury. Escaped Experiment. That Emergence. Ravenous Necro-Titan. Infectious Bite. Another Myr Convert. Forgehammer Centurion. Copper Longlegs. And our rare Venerated Rot Priest. Our foil is the Fleshless Gladiator. And we got ourselves a Rebel card for a token. Alright. Oh, here we go. We got ourselves a Myr Kinsmith. Very nice. blue Phyrexian land, planar disruption, molten rebuke, complete devotion, Hexgold halberd, Hexgold hoverwings, Slivic battle chair, sinew dancer again, hazardous blast again, distorted curiosity again. And our rare is going to be the Zenith Chronicler. Our foil is going to be the Forge Hammer Centurion. And another Rebel. Draw from the same side this time. See if we keep getting Rebels out of that side. There we go. Look at that. Forge Hammer Centurion coming in signed. Nice. Very nice. All right, we got ourselves a Phyrexian land. And the Stingweave Hive Master, Gulping Scrap Trap, Ickerspit Basilisk, the Slaughter Singer, Bilbus Skulldwaller, Chittering Skitterling, Bladed Ambassador, Molten Rebuke, Necrosquito, and our rare is going to be Miglaws, the Maze Crusher. Followed up by the Rustvine Cultivator is going to be our foil. And our throwback is the Pledge of Loyalty. Enchanted creature is protected from the colors of permanents you control. This effect doesn't remove Pledge of Loyalty. Wow. Very nice. All right. I'm going to say that's an uncommon. Kind of tough to read that one. Pull this one here. We're down to our last 4 packs, guys. Making this quick and easy on y'all. I know you've been here quite a bit already, but we're going to make this as easy as we can. Glad you guys stopped by. We got Vran the Executioner Thane, an Island, and then there is Whisper of the Dross, Duress, Shoulders Head Cleaver, Anticus's Retrofitter. We have an Incubation Sac, Vat of Rebirth, Bonepicker Scourge, Apostle of Invasion, and our rare is the Lux Artillery. It's going to be an artifact. And, another rare, Tablet of Completion. And our foil is going to be the Ickerplate Golem with another Rebel. Getting heavy on the Rebels here. That's all right. We'll take them. We got ourselves another mini game here. Cyber Simulacrum. All right. Interesting. And our art card. I like the full art. Those are cool. Araxius Scarefiend. Got ourselves a Swamp. Metacore's Watcher. Eye of Melticore. Melcator. Indoctrination Attendant. Carcaphony Scamp. Gleeful Demolition. Swooping Lookout. Blightbelly Rat. Vanish into Eternity. And our rare is coming up. Aspirant's Ascent. Ovica Enigma Goliath. A Phyrexian Nightmare. And our foil. Maze Skullbomb. All right. Last 2 packs, guys. Last 2 packs. Come on, Pack Magic. Come on, Pack Magic. Give me something to destroy my sun with. All right. It's a interesting looking card here. Zalfaldural Hunger Dominus. Swamp. Flencing Raptor. Sinew Dancer. Tyrannax Atrocity. Phyrexian dinosaur. Ossification. The Apostle of the Invasion. Vivisection Evangelist. Phyrexian Cleric. Bladed Ambassador. Sawblade Scamp. Whisper of the Dross. And our rare is Urabrask's Forge. And our foil is Quicksilver Fisher and a Phyrexian Might for our token. All right, guys. Here we are on the last pack. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think I'm going to pull out of this. Am I going to get a mythic? Am I not going to get a mythic? Let me know. Convert. Nice little full art card there. All right. And we have a foil swamp. So we'll stick that over there with the foils. Annihilating Glare. Vrask's Fall. Oops, sorry. Bring the Ending. Oxida Finisher. Resistant Skywarden. Churning Reservoir. Thrumming Bird. There's another Tyrannix Atrocity. There we go. We got our Copperline Gorge for our rare. And, oh, we got double rares in this one. Blue Sun's Twilight. Hot Dog. And our foil is going to be Copper Longlegs. And our token, another Rebel. All right, guys. Well, that does it for this part of it. Appreciate you guys coming through, and bear with us as we get everything around moving forward. As you can see, there's quite a lot of cards and quite a lot of logistics that's going to go into this. Our next episode for Magic Monday is we're going to go ahead and not only price out the cards, we'll do a quick recap of that, but we'll also show the deck builds and get into maybe a couple games here. So thanks for stopping by for this Fresh Pack Friday with MTG Mana Cracked. Again, I'm Bear, and special thanks to my son who decided to join us. Crack open this box of Phyrexia. All will be one. Thanks again, guys, for coming by. Appreciate it. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Everything that you can do helps us make these videos, helps us make them better. And we look forward to seeing you guys around on the next one. So this is Bear. Be good to yourself. Be good to each other. We'll see you around.